So I was just going to say, I'm tired. I'm tired of worrying today. I'm worrying that I'm putting myself in a position where I'm going to be feeling stressed from needing to travel on a train. Um, sure enough, it says that the corona crisis is decreasing at such a rapid rate that people will be able to gather socially once again, but I'm worried that it's going to influx after they've started letting go of restrictions and decreasing the worry. I'm worried that it's going to influx, and I don't want to be moving around, traveling around at the break of an influx. So I'm kind of sick and tired of worrying about it, but I do have an interview tomorrow for a job in the city, and I don't really want it. I sort of wanted to try to look for work from home um, for another couple of months at least, because, well, I did need to study, but I've only got 1.5 more modules to do. I just got to finish off one assignment tomorrow and then another assignment the next day. Then I'm on my last module, so um, my need to study is decreasing, but my worry about corona breaking out, just has to break out at a more heightened rate because of the winter. I'm going to be putting myself in a position to be sick. The funniest thing is when it was peaking around the 12th of March, I was actually feeling scared of the corona. I was worried because there was some feeling hovering that made me feel feelings, and I was worried that I was at risk of catching it, and I didn't want to stop working, but I was getting scared, so I was sort of crying at break and worried that um, that what I'm feeling to be wary of is actually a feeling that you're getting because you're scared of corona and you feel like you're close to it. So I didn't catch it, luckily, but that was when I realized at a later time that was when it was peaking. I realized that was the time when I was actually worried about it and being out in public and traveling to work and thinking it's unfair that the world's on lockdown and we're allowed to work because it makes me feel like I'm putting myself at risk from being allowed to work. So I'm not sure how long it's been. I think it's been a couple of weeks since I stopped working. Um, and I have made some useful time of the time that I've had to study, but I've also gotten myself a new job interview, and it's one that was internal for the company. It wasn't from an ad. You like to think that job ads from advertisements are safer than job ads from internal, but then again, if you're doing a job and you are offered something internally, you normally go for it and you don't worry about the legitimacy of it. You just go for it and see if you get it. So I'm a bit worried about it though, because I'm not 100% certain that the corona is over, and I don't really feel like having to worry about it and go to work for half an hour on a train and working all day in an office and then coming back another half an hour on a train. So I don't want to worry about corona while I'm trying to work. If it wasn't around, okay, all I have to worry about is my general health and not having, a heart falter, while I'm going to and fair enough, I still have something to worry about. But this stuff with corona hovering around, everyone, you do expect that it will re-peak, and if it does, it might not like a dozen people down who are not being following any kind of restrictions, who feel like they're kind of free to do whatever they did before the corona broke out, and have a good time doing it. But then, suddenly a new outbreak comes and people get hit down, sort of thing. So I'm sort of scared that if I do commit myself to this work, I'm not saying that I definitely have it, because I just have the interview right now. A lot of the times with the company, they don't actually hire you. They actually just say, okay, we'll put you on our books, and then they don't get back to you. But yeah, but this time might be different. I'm in a different state. They have different standards, and being passed on internally, they might actually already have. It might be a legitimate job interview for a job which they're willing to give you if they like you at the interview. So I'm just worried that if I do get picked for the job, that I'm gonna put myself in a position where I might get it. I might get caught in the influx that's yet to happen. So I'm stressed. I've been stressed since I woke up this morning, and I feel like I shouldn't try to impress the person that I interview, and because I don't really want to get it. I'm feeling that kind of negativity. I'm still gonna do it, and I'm still gonna give it a go. I mean, after all, a job's a job, a bit of experience is a bit of experience, but I'm just filled with worries about the possibility of an influx. And if you're trying to work during an influx, you're once again putting yourself at risk, So I think these feelings that I get when I'm outside is pretty legitimate if I'm worried, and it's peaking. So I guess it's possible that these feelings that I'm worried about, is possibly exposure of some kind. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm still upset. Like, I can feel like I've got like a headache and stuff. Because I've been worrying all day. It's a little bit of relief that other people are gonna be like on the, moving around more normally. Because there's a bunch of restrictions that are going to be lifted off. So that will bring me some relief, but I don't think it'll erase my worry. It'll erase my worry if, winter comes and the cases don't escalate, but yeah, I'm a little bit worried right now. So it might be a stupid worry. It might be like, if I do start work tomorrow and am able to do it fine, like, it's stupid that I'd be worried about it. But I am a little bit worried tonight, because I'm nervous about doing something that most people are not able to do. And I don't want to get corona. I don't want to like have contact with it even. And I just want life to be normal, and for me it feels abnormal to do something like work, even if you get a job. So you feel very isolated and alone once again, and I don't like that feeling. I don't like the feeling that maybe my world should stop too, until it's definitely been assured that everything's fine, So I'm feeling kind of negative, actually. So I might, if I don't get this job or whatever, I might just absolutely only look for work from home positions, because I'm so worried it's giving me a headache, and I've been thinking about nothing but the same thing all day. I couldn't study like I normally study. I was wasting my day like wondering. And when I did get some study, I only got half done because I couldn't concentrate. Um, so I don't want to be worried about things like that. I just want the world to be normal so that I can do things normally. But at the moment, no one really knows where the world is or what you should be doing. But you're not being stopped from catching a train. If they were really worried about the risk of catching corona on a train, they would have stopped the train. But the train's not are not stopping. You haven't been banned from going on a train. There's just only hardly anyone on the train, so I'm actually nervous. Once again, I didn't like working when in March, and it's almost the end of April now, so it's almost a month. Um, so I'm not really very resilient. I'm not a hugely resilient person. I don't have a lot of immunities and stuff. If there's a disease out there, I don't have superhuman immunity or anything. So, and I don't want to get it. And I feel like you can, because I feel like there's going to be an influx of the disease, which will possibly strike down those who are unaware and be worse. And lo and behold, who knew that corona is worse during the winter season? You think that you've been through the worst period already, but you just don't know. I mean, has anyone even tested, how it spreads during the winter? During a change of climate season, it might be good. During the summer, everyone's like, oh, what's corona? Hardly anyone, has it. But then, it just has to get worse during the winter for whatever reason. I mean, I don't know anything about this disease, but it just has to, get worse during the winter, and you're back to worrying and putting yourself at risk if you go outside. So I'm not very happy right now, because I don't want to say no to a perfectly good job. I mean, my parent, who I live with, still wants to kick me out, but I don't want to say yes if it's putting me at some risk, and I will just be left to worry. So, I'm sort of thumbing the idea, and just, doing what I do is just do it anyways until I'm worried. So I'm worried that I will want to stay at home. So I'm just doing it anyways. But I don't like going outside right now because I get very clammy on my face, and I feel swollen. Like my skin feels swollen, and I sweat a lot. So I don't like going outside right now. Like I probably sweat a lot because I've been sitting indoors all day, and I'm finally doing some exercise, and it sweats. But I do feel like it's kind of clammy. I feel clammy, and I keep thinking, oh, is this because of something in the air or something? But yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what to do. But if with any luck, I won't get the job because I'm not the world's most perfect person, and don't have the best accent ever. But if I do get the job, I'm gonna be feeling inclined to go for it. But I don't know if what I don't know what I don't know anything. So I have a headache, and it's almost time to go to bed, and I still have no idea what I want to do. I wanted to stay at home forever I really seriously hate working. Every time I work, I feel like, I'm struggling. But besides that, I'm also worried about the corona. Have a reoccurring case come up, and it's more dangerous than before. And I know I'm worried about a reoccurring case, pretty much. And I'm worried that I might get a job soon. So smash them both together, and you're worried about something pretty legitimate, which you don't want in your life. So I'll take my worries and get myself some sleep.